Uh-oh, you are now listening to
D, the delinquent.
on the podcast.
This is Many Hats, No Cap, baby.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Many Hats, No Cap with Delinquent. Now, I love music. I've been making music since I was 13 years old. And to be honest, it goes way before that. I mean, mama was always singing while she was cleaning and doing the dishes and all that. And my pops was a Rolling Stone. He was in a band and traveled and yada, yada, yada. But when I was 13, I started dabbling with lyrics. I would first copy songs I'd hear on the radio. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac, they just grabbed me. You know what I mean? They grabbed my attention and I wanted to sound and be a rapper like them, be an artist. And then eventually I started writing my own lyrics. Then I clicked up with the homie, my brother, Chance One, Anthony Gonzalez. Love him to death. And then we made a group called 520 Boys. Corny, I know. Then eventually we changed it to Ricochet. And then our freshman year in high school, we clicked up with the homie Nonsense. Rest in peace, Access Weather. And we formed a group called Point Blank. We made a lot of noise. We were selling mixtapes out the trunk, put together an album and sold that out the trunk, and it got in the right hands, and then it got into the camp of Ice-T's hands out in Beverly Hills, California. And then we had to change the name from Point Blank to 3 Grand due to legal reasons. Things were great. But then, just 5 days after signing our official deal, Nonsense was murdered on the west side of Tucson just a couple days after New Year's Eve. It was tragic, man, and yeah, life goes on, you know? So me and Chance, we still pursued our dream. Eventually, we clicked up with the homie Giz. Rest in peace, Giz. I see you, Giz. We formed DCR Entertainment, Drug Capital Records. But anyway, to this very day, I still make music. Go check me out, D the Delinquent. And then my first project that I released long ago, it's under just Delinquent. The album is called Melodic Battlefield. But anyway, I'm 40 years young, like I said before, and I'm at the age now where I'm not trying to be a famous rap star, a rock star, whatever. I literally still make music just because I want to. It's in my DNA. When I get the itch, I make a track and I put it out. If one person hears it and they like it, cool. If 100 people hear it and they like it, awesome. 1,000 people, even better. But I also know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And like I said, I'm older now and I feel like, man, you gotta just keep it moving. If you don't like my music, don't take the time out of your one given life to just hate on me. I mean, if I'm not your cup of tea, drink something else. Move on. Keep it moving. But if you really feel like you gotta hate on me, I mean, go ahead. It's a free world. Do what you want to do. But I'm telling you right now, you're wasting your time, your energy, your breath, all that. Because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Point blank, period, baby. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I love music. And I've experienced so much in life because of music. Thank God for music. I've traveled all over the country, performed in many places, met so many faces, and I've been through a whole lot of shiza because of music. And it's awesome, man. I got a whole bunch of experiences I'm going to share with y'all. But one of them that I definitely want to share with y'all is the time Lil Flip pulled a no-show. And he fucked himself for it. It was in New Mexico, northern New Mexico. I think it was a city called Farmington. It was like a reservation. Lil Flip was hot, semi-hot. I mean, he wasn't like burning hot, but he was still sizzling. He just put out that single Sunshine right after that Flip track. I think it was called Game Over. You know, where they're flip, flip, flip. And then Sunshine came out and he was still buzzing. Oh man, oh man. So the homie Andy, great homie. He's like a real estate agent now. He's into a whole lot of things. I mean, this dude is a hustler. And I've always looked up to Andy because he just always makes things happen. He knows a lot of people, has a tight circle. And one thing about Andy is he is a true slime ball, but he's a slime ball that you want on your team. Sorry, Andy, but you know I love you. And anyway, so Andy puts together this show. He was a big promoter. I mean, his phone book is crazy. I mean, he has contacts with damn near everybody. And he organizes this show with Lil Flip to come out to Farmington, New Mexico. The venue was sold out, completely just sold out. It was from front to back, side to side. There was just heads everywhere. We go on stage, we perform because we were opening that show. We went up there with Andy, by the way. Andy's from Tucson. So when we were done performing, I mean, we rocked it. Everybody was happy. Everybody was just feeling good. It was about maybe midnight. Excuse me. And Andy sends me a text. Come see me right away. He's never sent me that before. Usually our routine is we go to the show, perform, we hang out. When the show's over, we meet each other back at the hotel or at the airport, whatever. He's never sent me a text where he says, come see me right now, right? Andy was working the front door with a female that he had with him that was, working with him part-time or whatever. And all right, cool. I get the text. I get my homie Chance and we go see Andy. What's good? What's going on? He says, real concerned too. I mean, Andy did care. He really did give a fuck. He says, covering his mouth because he's afraid there's a lip reader in the crowd or some shit. Lil Flip ain't coming. I go, what? Lil Flip ain't coming. Lil Flip missed his flight. What? Yeah. We got two options. This is Andy saying this. We got two options. One of us goes on stage. Why the fuck one of us? This is your show. Anyway, this is what he said. One of us goes on stage and we tell the people Lil Flip ain't coming. And then we see what happens next. Or two, we take this money and we go back to the hotel and we let the people figure it out. I look at Chance and I'm like, bro. Chance looks at the crowd and he says, fuck this. Let's just get the money and dip. I mean, it ain't our fault. It's fucked up, but it ain't our fault. And if we were to go up on stage, think about this. Telling a full venue, the main attraction ain't coming. They gonna get crazy. It was already like midnight. People are already tipsy. And the way it is out there in the reservations, they get wild, son. So anyway, and plus, Andy was always trying to save $1. He didn't have the right amount of security there. Never did. Anyway, we chose option 2. Take the money and run. So Andy gets the money. It was like a little security box, a little safety box with a key that he bought at Costco or something. We go out to the parking lot and we realize our cars are parked in. There's so many people in this parking lot, we can't get out. So we figure, hey, the hotel is maybe 5 miles away. Let's just go there. All right, cool. And it was a nice night. It was a summer night, and it's real beautiful out in New Mexico in summertime, at nighttime. So we start walking. As we're walking, somebody from the venue, I think just a regular cat or a local artist there, opens the door and yells, "Hey, what's good? Where's Lil Flip?" We're not even 100 feet away from the venue. Andy, he says, "Run!" And he just starts running. We're running behind him like, oh shit. This local cat that was at the door at the venue goes back inside. We know we have a little bit of time to keep running. We're running down. I take a step back and, I just stop and I look back to see what's happening. That door opens fast and a whole bunch of natives just start running out the door after us. I don't blame them. You know what I mean? They want blood. They want their money back. They want answers. They want Lil Flip. We run back to the hotel. It was all Heelys and stuff, and we were able to lose the crowd in a little wash and alley that we ran through. But anyway, we get back to the hotel. As we're in the hotel, Andy's phone is just ringing off the hook. He's not answering anybody's calls. Like, fuck it. We did our part. Lil Flip is the one that fucked us up. So we enjoy the night, go to sleep. Our plan is wake up early and just head back home. Go back to Tucson. And we caught a flight out there, so we had to go to the airport. So we wake up at 6 a.m. We're all up and ready. We're getting down, we're checking out. And we got to walk back to the venue to get our rentals. As we're walking back to the rental, Andy gets a phone call from a weird number. It was so weird looking, he just had to answer it. Andy answers it. Hello? It's the mayor. The mayor of this place. And he flat out says, Andy has this dude on speakerphone. The mayor says, "You think you can fuck me over? You think you can fuck my city over? Huh?" Andy looks at us. "Hey man, Lil Flip just pulled a no-show. It wasn't our fault." And the mayor says, "Fuck that. Where are you at? If you guys are thinking about leaving my city, you're dead wrong." And then the mayor hung up on him. And Andy says, "We better move quick, bro. Let's get the rentals, go back to the airport, and get the fuck out of here." Cool. That's the plan. We do a little light jog, get to the rentals, hop in the rentals, go to the airport. Well, when we get to the airport, sheriffs are there. A whole bunch of them. And they spot us. They know we ain't from there. I mean, you know an outsider when you see an outsider. And damn near any city. You know what I'm saying? So they knew that we was them. Sheriff stop us, pull us aside, make us all sit down on the curve. And Andy's like, "Listen, I'm going to give you guys Lil Flip's number because this is just bullshit." So anyway, the sheriffs ain't hearing it. They're just making us wait. Nice fancy car pulls up. It's the mayor. Mayor comes out looking like the president. Pissed off. He's just fucking mad as a motherfucker, right? And he says, "Which one of you is Andy?" Andy raises his hand. "I'm Andy." "Get up. I need to talk to you right now." Andy gets up and takes about 3 steps. We can hear everything. And the mayor's like, "Give me Lil Flip's number or his manager's number. Somebody, I need to talk to them right the fuck now." Okay. Andy doesn't give it to them, but instead, Andy calls Lil Flip's manager or homie or whatever, puts him on speakerphone, hands the phone straight to the mayor. Soon as this dude picks up, it wasn't Lil Flip, it was like his manager. Soon as the dude picks up, the mayor gets right on it. check it out. I'm so-and-so from New Mexico. You pulled a no-show on my community, on my city, and that just ain't gonna fly. And the mayor just starts spitting game at him, letting him know this and that, yada, yada, yada. Then the mayor just walks to his car and shuts the door, and we can't really hear what's going on next. So then the sheriff comes around, out the same car that the mayor was in, and the sheriff says, you guys are staying for another day. What? Yeah, you guys are staying for another day. Then he tells Andy, don't worry, you're going to get your phone back right now. So we wait about 15 minutes. The mayor comes out and gives the phone back to Andy. Then the mayor tells us, well, this is what's going to happen. Lil Flip has to come tonight, and he's going to perform for free at the county fair. How you guys handle payment is on you. He's talking about a balance being owed. That's on you. And we're like, damn, we got to stay an extra day? Yeah, you better stay an extra day, whatever. So we go back to the hotel. Surprisingly, we got another night stay for free because the mayor's involved and all this shit's going down. So we got nothing to do all day. So anyway, Lil Flip's manager or homie, whoever he was, he gets to the hotel first. He's looking for us. Well, specifically, he's looking for Andy because he wants payment. It was like 4 G's. That was a lot of money back then. But anyway, he wants 4 G's. And remember, we got different rooms. We're no longer in the same rooms that Lil Flip and his people knew that we were in. Lil Flip's homie or manager, whatever he was, let's just call him his manager. Lil Flip's manager goes to that room that we were checked in the night before. He doesn't know that we're just across. We can see him through the peephole. He's banging on this door. We're looking at him through the peephole, and he's like, yo, where my money at, cuz? Where my money at, dog? Blah, blah, blah. And Andy's like, fuck it. We'll wait till 8 o'clock, and then we're going to skip town. Because by 8, that's when the fair's going on, and Lil Flip will be on stage. All right, cool. So we're just hanging out in the hotel. This motherfucker's pounding on the door for an hour straight. Whatever. He kept going downstairs, coming upstairs, downstairs. But anyway, we all got hungry. So about 6 o'clock, we went downstairs and we were going to walk down the street to Denny's to get something to eat. Knowing that Lil Flip and his manager might be out there looking for Andy, whatever, but fuck it. We go down there and we eat. And then there's people talking. Hey, did you hear Lil Flip is going to perform for free tonight? All these people were talking about going to this free show. They put it out on the radio. The city had their own little street team telling everybody Lil Flip's going to perform for free tonight at the fair. So anyway, 8 o'clock came around and we got back in our rentals and we decided to swing by the fair just to make sure Lil Flip was there. And he was. He was on stage performing his ass off. And it was funny because I remember getting a nice view of the stage, and right next to the stage was the mayor with his arms folded, just looking at Lil Flip performing. Yeah, but that was that, man. And we ended up getting to the airport. Andy had to fork out some extra cash for some tickets, but we made it home and we got an extra 4 G's because Lil Flip wanted to be a dumbass and pull a no-show. Tried to pull a no-show and he ended up getting no money. He ended up losing money, making sure his ass got to this damn fair to perform for free. You know, when I think about it, I've opened up for many major acts. And another crazy story is with DMX. Not a lot of people know this one, but a lot of people that do know it, it's only because they were there. Me and the homies, including Giz, rest in peace, Giz, we decided never to talk about it because of how effed up the whole night became. So DMX was in town performing at a nightclub here in Tucson. And the after party was at another club which is shut down because some knucklehead got into some crazy shit in the parking lot and dude ended up getting killed, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so I'm just going to take you straight to the after party. We're at the after party. DMX makes it clear that he doesn't want anyone taking pictures of him and he doesn't want to be bothered. All right, cool. Well, earlier that day, the homie Giz bought his wife's sister a brand new camera, $800 camera. And right when DMX gets to the club, Giz's wife's sister takes a picture of DMX. DMX sees the flash, goes crazy, goes over to our VIP section, snatches the camera, puts it in his jacket pocket, the inner of his jacket pocket, and goes back to his VIP section. She comes up to all of us and she tells us what happened. Yo, DMX just jacked my camera. Now, to a lot of ballers out there, $800 ain't nothing to go crazy about. But when you a gutter boy, $800 is a lot of money. So Giz wasn't having that. He automatically flips out. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck who DMX is. I want that camera back. And my loyalty to Giz was always deep. So he gets up. I get up. I'm gonna go with him. Knowing shit's about to go down, shit's about to get real, whatever. I'm down for whatever. This is my boy. This is my homie. We go to the VIP section and Giz surprisingly asked for the camera back very politely. Yo, D, you got my my wife's sister's camera. I need that back. DMX fires back. What camera, dog? I ain't got no camera. Instantly, Giz says, fuck that. He just turns up too. All hell breaks out in the club, yada, yada, yada. Now, DMX is DMX. People respect him all over the world. DMX is one of my favorite artists. In fact, his album, The Year of the Dog, again, helped me through some crazy hard times. Like, that is one of my favorite albums of all time. So, you could imagine how I'm already feeling like, oh shit, we about to get into it with DMX, my fucking idol. Anyway, so all hell's breaking loose and everybody knows who DMX is, but at the end of the day, we're from Tucson. We're the locals. So security instantly had our backs. We had a little name for ourselves, the label did. We were buzzing, we were popping, we were going places. So as our squad is fighting his squad, security is having our backs too. But anyway, his crew ends up making it out the some kind of exit door that they had for VIP sections. I see that. I go out that door as well with a security dude and the homie Giz. Now we're in the parking lot. It's literally just me, Giz, one security dude, a bouncer, versus, against, whatever you want to call it, DMX, his homie, and some other dude. Giz goes up to DMX like, yo, give me the fucking camera back. Before DMX could say anything, his homie tackles my homie Giz. They're now wrestling on the ground about 10 feet away. They're rolling. You know how that gets. Now it's just me and DMX looking at each other face to face. And then I go to DMX, yo, we just want, and he cuts me off. Gets all up in my face. I ain't got no motherfucking camera, dog. Back the fuck off and blah, blah, blah. He's making these little pistol signs and shit with his hands. Putting them in my face. I instantly snap, grab him by the collars, and I threw him on this hood of a Dodge Neon. And he's squirming around all fast. It's crazy. And he's like, I don't know if he was trying to hit me or get my collar too. I don't know. But I felt somewhere on the bottom of my jaw. He gets out of my little, I don't know, hold, whatever hold you want to call it. And now we're squaring back up. And then we both lock each other up. collar to collar, and then we start headbutting each other. True story. True story. He headbutt me, I headbutt him, he headbutt me again, and I headbutt him again. And then he let go and I let go, and everybody stopped fighting for a moment. It was crazy. It was like just silence. There wasn't even cars passing by anymore. It was so fucking quiet. DMX then reaches in his pocket, grabs the camera, slams it on the hood of that same Dodge Neon, and he says, "I ain't got no motherfucking camera." And then he walked away. Now, you would think we would feel like we won. Giz felt like he won. Hell yeah, it's my motherfucking camera, dog. And he got the camera, put it in his pocket. The security bouncer homie, he ended up going to Giz's crib with us, and we was drinking, chilling, hanging out till like 4 a.m. that night. But anyway, me, no bullshit, no cap, I started crying. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't on any drugs or nothing. I literally started crying. Not all crazy like a baby and shit, but I teared up. Because I idolized DMX. I really did. I still do. I ain't trying to fight my idols. But that's what happened. Crazy shit, man. To this day, it still bothers me, you know? 1, because it was just a fucking camera. 2, it was DMX. I love DMX, and he's gone. 3, Giz, that was my boy, he's gone. Like, nobody won anything out of that. All I got is a fucked up memory of me fighting someone I idolize, and then I cried about it afterwards, even though I got something back that I wanted to get back. That wasn't even mine. Like, I don't know, man. It's a crazy world, bro. It's a crazy world.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.